Punter Rigoberto Sanchez has it teed up and ready to go. And here we go from Indy. Devin Duvernay to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down, here's Swift. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Williams. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, then completions follow.
Kmet brings it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets 4th down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Let's go now.
They go again with Taylor. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He can run it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
2nd down now, 7 to go. A give left side to Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
He's on the move. He'll make a... Oh, he loses the football. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
What do defenses preach all the time? Scoop and score, scoop and score, scoop and score. Well, that was an amazing scoop. It was nearly a score after a huge return on that fumble.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Into the hands of Duvernay. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Running with Swift out of the gun. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Again, it's going to be Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 on the carry there, and it's 3rd and goal from the 4. Williams from the gun. Touchdown, Chicago! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Purdy setting up that play action. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Got used check, and it's complete. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Reload.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second down now, 7 to go. Design bootleg here. Bails out of the pocket quick. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action now with Purdy. Buying some time right. Oh, look at this here. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Taylor trying the left side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. It's a design boot. Buying some time left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
70 range.
Running back sent in motion. On 3rd down, Purdy. Escapes the pocket. And this one does not go far.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Matt Prater on for the field goal try. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. McManus sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pinned off running right. Here's Swift. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Here we go, set. Cut 19.
To throw is Williams. Completed here to Kmet. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, again to Swift. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Taco 18.
To throw, Williams. This is complete to Duvernay. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth.
On the jump. Let's go now.
One in behind center with Swift. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now here's Williams. Pass complete to Duvernay. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down. A give right side for Swift. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears now lead by 10. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears drive their lead to 11. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Working quickly here. 2nd down carry for Taylor. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Colts looking for a score before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Taylor again. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They've got a man in motion. Mitchell on the give, headed left.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. This is Taylor. Up the sideline, past the 45. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Going to the ground again on first. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They give to Taylor, right side. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Here we go, set. Go.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
Let's go. Ready.
Throwing now, off play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bears will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Hopkins holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. And maybe time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has. That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for him. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Carney's kick is good. And that extends their lead to 14. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. Oh, he's shown some burst on this return. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
They go again with Taylor. Blast through midfield. And he's brought down at the 44. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Taylor makes the catch. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, or it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the third and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Running right, this is Taylor. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They've got first down from the 31. They're going play action. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bears, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd and 8. Has his man. It's Odunze. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now Williams. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He beams one, deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. On 4th down, it's Tory Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Go!
Here's 2nd and 7. This one finds Taylor. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They've got first down from the 31. Man in motion here. A give to Mitchell, running left. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
First down throw by Purdy. Short pass caught by his tight end. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Set.
A run here with Taylor. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jalen Johnson with the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and just 2 to go.
Come on, set.
Trying an inside give to Herbert. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Ready, ready.
They're going Taylor. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
On the set.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Staying grounded with Swift. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Chased out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 3 quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Jab 60.
Off the play fake, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys.
He's got it deep downfield. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Here's a give inside to Edwards. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears have likely locked up the win right there. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears stretch their lead to 21.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Purdy setting up that play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Set up. Ready.
Taylor now up the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Set.
Taylor trying to... He loses the football. Bears pick it up, headed the other way.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
19 tight. 19 tight. Hook.
Williams on the play action. Caught by the open man. And he nearly broke it for 6. He steps out at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Come on. Set. Set go.
Running with Swift out of the gun. Has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears continue piling onto this lead.
Colts 3. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Go.
From the gun is Purdy. Complete out to the right. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys, keep taking.
Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Buffalo 18. Here we go.
Another try following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. 79 Broncos.
Williams from the gun. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Oh, they are loving this one. It flies out of bounds, and it wasn't too far off the end zone. They're going to say it crossed at the 3. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Ready?
Play action now with Purdy. He puts everything behind this one. They connect on the deep shot. And it's close, but no! They say he was out at the 1, just short of a touchdown. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Colts making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Matt Prater for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
At the 32-yard line.
Going run again with Swift. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Bears nearing their first win of the season. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down, here's Swift. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. A handoff left for Swift. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. Now an inside handoff to Swift. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. So the Bears take